You are listening to the Hello Sport podcast.
I want us to get a PS5 so we can start streaming us gaming. It just is no-brainer territory for me. The shit talking from gaming is just fucking...
And I think there's a whole new audience, like on Twitch as well.
Yeah, bro.
There's heaps of like funny Australian people who stream on Twitch as well. Like
Twitch, you can blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also
Can you Twitch fucking Mario Kart, or is it got to be all online? It's got to be online, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't have to be online. You just have to find a way to stream what's being seen on the TV onto Twitch. Because so I watch this one streamer who plays like...
Let's just start. We can talk about this on the fucking...
Okay. Well, yeah,
we're recording anyway, right? So that was all recording anyway?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet. Well, we'll find a nice intro point because we don't necessarily want to have everything that we were saying before there, but I would like to start twitching. I don't know how it is. I don't know what it means. I mean, I know what it means. I don't mean to be like one of those fucking old cunts who's like, what's this podcasting shit? But I would like to start streaming.
Which is a little bit of you.
Well, it is, but I try to keep it buttoned up when I'm sort of broadcasting myself to the globe.
To the masses.
To the masses, because I don't necessarily want to give off the vibe that I have no idea. Even though I think by this stage people have a pretty good idea that I don't have much of an idea.
I think we could do twitching.
We could twitch, dude.
We could twitch. You and I have a storied history of gaming.
Yep.
A competitive spirit between us that goes way back.
Well, dude, even our pool comp at the moment, the Gordon tally is what? We've played 80-odd games?
It's 60...
No, 40.
63 to 61.
No, 43 to 41.
Oh, 43 to 41.
80 games.
So it's tight.
Not a big mass guy. It's tight, dude.
Tight.
That's impressive after 80 games. That's closer than Origin.
FIFA wasn't tight.
FIFA wasn't tight, but I think
it was just like this thing I had over him, and it used to fucking burn his
but
soul.
the problem with that was, my sunnies are on. The problem with that was that I was always under the influence of something, and you were always intentionally not because you were so competitive.
That's fucking horseshit. That's the biggest load of shit I've ever heard in my life.
That's what it was. Punters and dribblers know that. Eddie was always like, oh, no, I'm not going to have any of that. And I'm there, D or Daved out of my mind, just trying to play some fucking FIFA.
All right. All right, buddy, if you say so. But yeah, the Origin competition over there we've got going on in the pools.
But Twitch, though, Twitch. Can you, if anyone can look this up, and by anyone I mean Dave, can you play any game on there? Because I would like to be able to Twitch like old school N64. That's Nintendo 64 for the kiddies out there.
Do people follow the Twitcher?
Yes.
Or are they interested in the sport or the game that Twitch is playing?
I think it's...
Be both, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think you can do both. You can just search for like so-and-so playing this game, but I feel like most people follow the person.
Is Mario Kart 64 a big thing?
Oh, I don't know if it's a big thing.
I doubt it would be a big thing.
The thing with Twitch...
It's just the greatest game ever made by human hand.
By humans. Yeah.
The greatest game.
By human hand.
By human hand. What comes close to it?
GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye's good.
GoldenEye's pretty good.
GoldenEye's good. I'm not sitting here shitting on GoldenEye. GoldenEye's great.
Yeah.
GoldenEye's a great game.
GoldenEye's a great game.
But there was something about Mario
There was
Kart.
an old WWF game, maybe SmackDown. That was a fucking good game.
Super Mario Smash Brothers was a great game.
I didn't mind. Diddy Kong Racing's good.
Great game, but not as good. I preferred playing Diddy Kong by myself than with others.
Okay, see, I've always been more of a communal gamer. I'm sort of like...
Well, you've never finished a game, so that's not surprising.
Yeah, I've never finished a game in my life.
Which I just...
I've never got close, though. But I'm always like, fuck it. Like, I haven't had my own video game console for years. I think PS2 was the last one I had.
Yeah, PS2 was the zenith for me.
That was
consoles.
Good. Yeah.
And it pays, like, the 64 PS2, 64 PS, very, very close.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater was, that game was hectic. GTA.
1, 2, 4 was good.
4. I think 4 was the one I got.
I actually bought the other day. I've got a PS4, still don't have a PS5. Don't fucking,
We need a PS5, though.
Don't bury me for it.
If anyone knows a hookup for a PS5, let us know. And it's got to be brand new. Don't be like, I'll give you one. Where there might be something in it for you. I don't know what, but there'll be something.
There'll be something. I was in JB Hi-Fi the other week or month, and I was walking through the aisle, and GTA Vice City, GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and GTA San Andreas remastered for PS4 was there, and I'm like, Holy fuck.
Did you get them?
Got him.
Good. Vice City, I think, is the best. Just because of the vibe of it.
I liked the vibe of Vice City. A lot of people reckon San Andreas because of like the gangster element.
Yeah,
and
but
it was
that's
a big
people
map
who
and
like
shit.
take themselves too seriously.
Yeah, I know. And I couldn't agree more with
Yeah.
you. I'm a Vice City guy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking Miami in the 80s sort of operator.
You're not a gangster. Know that. You know, like you're not. So don't take it so seriously. San Andreas was cool, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like
It was
Vice
very
City,
cool. It was very cool. But are you telling me that Tommy Vassetti wasn't the motherfucker?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to tell
Is that
me?
what you're going to sit here and tell us?
Are you going to sit here and tell me that Tommy V wasn't the king of kings, bro? Because I won't sit here and have it.
No.
Rest in peace to the guy that voiced him. He died the other day, the Goodfellas actor.
Oh, did he
What was
voice
his
him?
name?
Paulie something? Or was that
No,
his
no,
name
no,
in
no.
Goodfellas?
Help me out, boys. Work
Dude,
quickly.
everyone in
So-
Goodfellas seems to be dying.
Work quickly. The main guy,
Yeah, Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
Oh, did Ray Liotta do it?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did Tommy. Yeah, yeah.
And
fuck
another
yeah.
dude from, I think,
Which is
Goodfellas
what also made it
passed
so
away.
No,
cool.
dude, everyone from The Godfather, like all the
Yeah.
old-timey Scorsese gangsters just seem to be dropping
They're
like
all dying
flies.
this year.
Yeah.
No, so Ray
Joe
Liotta,
Pesky's, I think, needs to be protected.
Ray
they do.
Liotta was in Goodfellas.
Yeah.
And then Tony Sirico, Sirico, who was Paulie Walnuts in,
Godfather?
no, in The Sopranos.
Oh, sorry, Sprite.
Yeah.
And then old mate from Godfather died. James Caan?
Yeah, James.
James Caan.
Yeah.
I hope Al Pacino's all right. Is Al okay?
Al's holding strong as far as I know.
Al's okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Just in front of your face. I know that's not the gangster movie. That's Any Given Sunday, but it was the only line I could think of from Al. So,
He's 82, Al.
See, Al's getting on, dude.
dude, how old's Joe Pesci?
Joe's got to be protected.
Robert De Niro, dude. Like
all these motherfuckers need to be put into
Yeah.
cotton wool, bruh.
Robert De Niro needs to be put in wool. Like he's
It's time for Robert to go into wool.
I think he might be the greatest actor of all time.
De Niro,
Yeah.
have to be. Have to be.
Joe Pesci, 79. De Niro, 78.
Okay, De Niro's got some wiggle room. Not much.
He's still in his 70s.
Still in his 70s.
So Pacino's 82.
Yeah.
See, Pacino's he's one of the greats of all
Where's
time.
Pesci at, did you say?
79.
Okay, Pesci's still 70.
How old's Scorsese? Because he's probably got to go into wool too.
Are we putting him in wool or do we put him in egg cartons?
He's
You remember
sev-
how you used to do that when you were trying to protect an egg in science class? Put them all into
All in,
egg
all
cartons
in.
and then cotton wool around that.
You hold a competition like we did back in the day,
Yeah.
but I'm talking.
And you
I want to streamline this thing.
Yeah.
There's school comp, who's the best. Then you go to district. Then you go to regionals,
Yeah.
nationals,
Okay.
state. Do this thing properly.
But we do it with eggs, and then once we realise the one that's the safest, then we put them into it.
100%, and then go. Is this Pesci proof?
Yep.
Is this Scorsese proof?
Yeah.
Can De Niro wiggle in here?
Yeah, can we get him in? Do we have them all in the same egg carton, or are we going to need individual ones?
I'd like to think we put them in together.
That's what I think as well.
Can you put all your eggs in one basket, literally? What if something
But
happens?
not a
to the line?
basket, Dave.
It's
But-
not a basket.
It's not a basket.
That's the difference.
Yeah. This thing
See,
is-
look, you'd have to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet to put all those boys in a basket.
Yeah.
We're not
And-
putting them in a basket.
Especially at this age.
Especially at this age. They're near an 80, nudging 80,
Some 80.
some 80, some closing in on 80. 80's a number. 80's the average
Yeah.
for men. 70, 80's even. So these boys are right on the cusp.
78 the average.
For men, I believe, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It'd obviously change culture to culture, people to people.
Of course. But that's not that old. It is old. It's old as fuck, but it's also
But
like,
but it's not though, is it? Because you're almost 40.
don't say that. That's not fair. Dude, but if I am, technically it's like I'm halfway. That's not
You're
fair.
halfway to 66. And at 66, 78 is just there.
Whoa.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, you're halfway to 60.
I know.
2, 4.
I'm as concerned as you are, Tom.
Well, Australia, we're pushing it. We're 81.2 average life.
Okay, we've bought some years.
Lift, boys, lift. I'm hoping with like the increase in sort of, sciences that are probably only going to be available to the absolute elite, that at least, that may lift, but it probably won't because it'll only be the 1%. But, like I'm talking like 150 years old.
Is there any data on like soft hand podcasters? Like
Yeah.
what about,
What do
is
we
it
do?
softer the hand, the longer the life?
How, like if your hands are soft as butter, butter soft hands.
Yeah. Where does butter soft get you?
I searched up average life expectancy of a podcaster. It's just saying the average podcast lifespan is 174 days. So we've smashed it.
Oh boy, give me some of that,
Right,
baby.
we're fucking...
174 days? That's
We'd
actually
be
interesting.
doing... What's the math on 365 times 6? We actually don't even know when we first started.
Well, 2016. I just go off the Instagram. It was like March 15th or something, 2016, on the Instagram.
Is our first ep up there?
It's for the first post on Instagram, which is the first episode. Yeah.
And what date was it?
March 15th, 16, 2016.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We need to start celebrating our
the
birthdays.
I had it in mind to do this year, and then shock horror forgot.
If one of you forget, you're both fired.
What's the date? I wasn't listening.
So just remember
no,
that.
that's fair. That's fair.
March what?
15 or 16. Go back to the first Instagram post. In fact, I may have even saved it, like the post. I'm not doing it now, but I may have even saved the first post in my Instagram, in our Instagram thing, so it's easy to get back to than scrolling through all the shit. Hey, Instagram, make it easy to scroll through all your posts.
There should be like years.
Or just like first, just take me all the way back to the start, to where it all began.
Take me back to the...
start of the Instagram in 2016. Our first image was of us holding Warnie up.
So are we 6 and a bit then?
Yeah.
So in podcast years, we're like...
Grandfathers.
400.
Yeah.
Not surprising. Wise.
Yeah. Wise.
Old and wise.
Sages? What's a sage? I know what sage is.
Well,
in the
you
sort
burn sage.
No, but a wise old sage, I think, is something like sage advice, you know? So it's like advice from like a wise person or something.
Just a profoundly wise man, especially in ancient history or legend.
Or podcasting.
So you listen to a
podcasting.
couple of old sages here, punters and dribblers.
yeah. Can you use it in that context? A couple of old sages?
Yeah, I guess the sayings of the numerous venerable sages is the example they
So
give.
we are sages.
Yeah, couple of sages.
We come to you as a couple of old sages, wise beyond measure.
Yeah. Spitting fucking sage advice.
Interestingly, the word sage is derived in part from the Latin word salvia.
That
Yeah.
is interesting, Dave. That's fucking interesting.
Healing.
That is...
That's blown
Well,
me
That's
away.
the most
Do
interesting
you know
thing
what
I've ever
salvia
heard.
is? Do you know what salvia is?
Saliva.
Saliva.
No, salvia is that really cooked drug that like they sell it legally in Amsterdam and it really fucks you out. Everyone says they have the worst time.
Okay, right. So
Okay.
that's a little more
Slightly
interesting.
more
Which is like the opposite of sage.
You assumed we knew what salvia was, which
Sorry.
is not your fault, but it also is.
Okay, so now
I'd like to listen. Just
doubling back, we have...
we need to basically get children with egg cartons to protect the aging greats.
That's right, or adults. Because
Well, it's probably better to do adults.
do I trust a kid
Not need
with
no.
this sort of job?
No,
No, I don't.
no. You don't. You need wise old sages.
You
to
need
be honest.
old sages, people.
Not us.
Not us. Well, no.
Maybe.
Maybe. Look,
I mean, it's probably something we could do.
I could do it, but I wouldn't. Tom, where have you been this morning, bruh?
I've been at the physio. Now, shout out to the running room, Clavelli. I mean, they're everywhere. Well, they're multiple
They're not
locations.
everywhere.
They're not everywhere. It's a fucking gross exaggeration. There's maybe 5 places. That says 4. I meant 5, if you're watching. Running room, physio. They're giving you and me, your boys, free physio because we're training for marathons, right?
Yep.
I've been told to dial back my distance significantly because of the current state of my knee.
Because you're weak.
No, because I'm fucking pushing my body. I'm redlining, actually. I'm not weak. I'm a fucking marvel. They're like, this guy's a psycho. Dial it back or you might lose your legs. I might become Lieutenant Dan, not of No Limit fame, but of Forrest Gump fame, legless in a wheelchair. Not a big deal.
Which is also, just to hone in on that quickly, it was an interesting choice by Lieutenant Dan
To
pick a guy
model himself of a guy who has no legs.
who has no legs and is in a wheelchair. It was an interesting...
Yeah, like
sort
his
of-
name is Dan, so I get that.
I get that, but to look to pop culture
And choose a legless Vietnam veteran of Forrest Gump fame.
to
also
base your ring announcing career off,
a fisherman. A legless Vietnam veteran fisherman.
Yep, seemed odd.
Shrimp boat fisherman.
A shrimp guy
Yeah.
with no legs is who Lieutenant Dan chose to base his career off.
I love it.
I think it's perfect, but I think we can all agree that it was an interesting
choice.
decision.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice. So physio. I was at physio today because my knees. So when we went to them like just before we went to Byron, they got you up on the treadmill. I don't know if we've said this in the podcast. I don't think we have. There will be footage at some stage, but
in our
Marathon Man
coming
series.
soon.
So they got you up on the treadie and were checking your running style and all that sort of shit, things you need to do differently.
The listeners won't be surprised to hear that I was fucking superb.
Yeah.
Just had to lift the cadence slightly.
Yeah.
Just slightly from 158 to 165 strides per minute, I suppose. SPMs. And then I'm taking 20% load off the knees, 14% load off the hips.
Yep.
Now I'm perfect. Tobler can agree with that. I was supreme.
By the way, did you go for a run without me yesterday?
You went for a run without me.
No, I told you I was going for a run, and then I bumped into our friend of the show, Ben Seymour.
I know. Who said he'd run into you?
And I was like, "What's up, Benny?" And he goes, "Oh, you here running with Eddie?" I go, "I'm here running by myself." He's like, "I just saw Eddie and Casey." I'm like, "Oh, well, fuck me then, right? Fuck me."
But so you didn't run with me?
I told you I was going for a run. I said, "Yeah, I'm going for a run the Savo."
And so did I.
You didn't tell me you were going for a run. Otherwise, I would have been like, let's go for a run. I get there running like a loser. Well, not a loser, but I felt like one after hearing that I'd been dogged by my closest friend in the world for Casey, who I also like, but it's still a dogging. And then I'm told by Ben Seymour, who I also like, but it hurt.
Did you run with Ben?
I ran with him for half a lap.
Oh, he's too quick for you?
No, he was with me. I was finishing.
Okay.
Because I've had to, what you're hearing, punters and dribblers, is I had to drastically reduce my distances. I ran 15 Ks a couple of weeks ago. Knee was screaming, like not in a metaphorical sense. First time a knee's ever made noise. It was screaming. It was fucking awful. But so they're like, you got to reduce your fucking. I'm only running 5 Ks at a go now.
How's the knee?
It's fine. Well, it was sore, but it's okay.
Thanks to the running room.
Thanks to the running room. Eddie dogged me. We'll get back to that. So basically, you go there prepared to do a bit of like running. There's like a treadmill and shit there. That's what Eddie did last time, where they're working out like what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, how to improve it.
Shirt off stuff.
When we first went there, they were like to me, your knee's too fucked to do this right now. We're going to need to work out what's going on with your knee before we start getting you up on the treadie, work out your mechanics. Today, frantic house, we woke up late. I'm fucking late for the appointment. I'm like, I got to get out there. I just rock up in these clothes. He's like, you got any runners? I'm like, no. He's like, you got any shorts? I'm like, no.
You went in that.
He's like, well, we probably get you up on the treadmill. You got any shorts or runners? I'm like, no, I don't have any of those things. He's like, right. I'm like, I'm embarrassed. I'm wasting your time, aren't I? I'm wasting your time. And he's like, okay, well, let's just get you to... And I talk him through like what I've been doing the last couple of days, and I went through a few exercises and shit like that I've been doing to try and get the glutes strong. You don't want to overload the knee at the moment. So I was just doing some exercise, get the glutes strong, bit of massaging. I've got it strapped again. But I embarrassed myself greatly by rocking up head to toe in just clothes.
Yeah. Well, look, that was an odd decision for me.
He wanted me up on the treadie today to start working out my mechanics, and I couldn't do it.
We'll see. I'm glad that you dress that way because content dictates that Tobler's there for the removing of the lid.
Yeah. And the bouncing
And the
of
bouncing
the
and the
chest.
jiggling of the midsection.
Yeah.
Content demands it.
Yeah.
So that's the content gods going, let's send this motherfucker out there to physio in long pants and a jumper.
Yeah.
And... you know, the running room guys will get a little bit pissed off, a little frustrated, start to question why they're doing it for free. And it allows us to set it up properly. Maybe we'll take 3 or 4 cameras, Tobler, get some multiple angles.
Some slow-mos. Maybe get one of those fucking red
one
cameras.
of those high-frame cameras
like
in there.
your David Attenborough shit, where it's like you can see a hummingbird's wings flap.
We'll get
Here
some
you
close
can see the
zooms as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I think
fat
that's
trying to
probably
escape out through the...
Yeah. It's what you're seeing here is fat trying to escape a man's skin, but the skin being strong enough to keep it there.
That's right. But also stretching every day.
Well, no, it's
to
stretching.
the point where surgery may well be required.
Surgery, lipo, plastic surgery, whatever it is, not off the table.
PS, plastic surgery.
Exciting thing for Tobler is that if he wants to come film it, he better be in fucking Clovelly at 7:30 in the morning next Tuesday, because that's when I'll be doing it.
He'll be there.
That'll be worth it, I think.
Yeah,
for
okay,
the
great.
content.
I was hoping
Tobler, you'll be there.
I was hoping he quit on the spot, to be honest, but whatever, that's
As
fine.
if he would. He's got the best job of all time. If it means him getting up at fucking Sparrow's Fart, then
Come in
so
and
be it.
watch me jiggle. What are you doing today? Just going to watch my boss jiggle. Anyway, so...
But shout out to the running room.
shout
Great
out to
blokes
the
down
running
there.
room, but also shout out to Pace Athletic who gave us some new wheels and some other things. I ran in my new shirt. You've got my shorts, but I ran in my new shirt the other day.
Dude, how good's the shirt?
Dude, shirt's good.
I like when you get these shorts on, bruh, and you play it off that shirt.
Yeah.
You're gonna go, why the fuck was I running in heavy denim and cotton in this whole time?
Heavy denim, yeah. I've been running in jeans, punters, dribblers. So imagine getting me in some real primo shit.
It breathes.
Yeah.
Oh, it breathes.
It breathes real nice. I was fucked though yesterday running. I was what the guy told me today was because I was trying to run how you were told to run, like based off your treadmill experience, and it was like
High cadence,
feet under the body, obviously things that you do have to do, but like I was trying to run like you. And
trying to run well.
well, no, not well, just based off the info that you'd been given.
Yeah.
So running yesterday, I was fucking all at sea. It felt like I was trying to brush my teeth, like with the different hand.
Did you get the beep 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 beep?
No. I just had my thing and I was just checking my cadence. I just was trying to keep my cadence between like above 160.
How does that tell you your cadence?
The app that I have tells me my cadence.
How would it do that?
I guess it's based on like my size, my weight, and how quickly I'm traveling. So it's like it's a vibe. It's not
It's
fucking
vibe based.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, fucking everything's vibe. Even Strava's a vibe to a degree. Like it's all slightly vibe. I'll tell you what, the Nike app now, I used to swear by it. It sucks ass.
Get on Strava, mate. Show the people your splits.
It's not about my concern there. I find Strava hard to use.
It's not hard to use, Thomas. It's very easy.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
That you keep saying that it's hard to use, and I'm like, it's not though.
I've got a confession to make about Strava. I used it once, and I used it for all of 15 minutes, and it didn't work, so I stopped using it. And I really only downloaded it like 2 minutes before I started.
You're very set in your ways.
I am.
You're very, very set in your ways.
I'm prepared to have my mind changed, but I
Yes.
need someone to literally come in and like take the fucking idea out and pop a new one in and screw my brain
I'll
back
show
on.
you how it works if that's what you need.
I think I need
can
that.
walk you through
Well,
it.
Clancy should really. He's our fucking running coach. He should come in and do a Strava course with
I
us.
think that's probably a great.
I think
idea.
that's good.
and I think that's also funny
I
content.
think that's funny content.
Strava course,
Strava
Strava
class.
101
Strava
for
class.
Tom.
Yeah.
You can sit up the front, mate.
I'll have to.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be the fucking loser with
Hand
my hand
up.
up the whole time.
So what's an app? What exactly is an app?
What is an app? So wait, this thing is seeing me run? How's it doing that?
So wait, it's in the phone?
Now, we also need to get ourselves some Garmins. Sorry, we're Garmin guys. Or girls.
Well, Garmin guys, Garmin girls, we're Garmin operators. I tell you why. I will tell you why, punters and dribblers. We went for a long run the other week with our dear friend Lachlan Clancy.
And coach. Friend and coach.
Friend and coach.
That way.
Probably
Not-
friend first, coach
Friend
second.
first, coach second,
Yep.
but a coach nonetheless.
And he's a fucking fast operator.
Good
He's
calves.
Great calves, knows all the lingo.
Time
He's
on
dressed
pins.
head to toe. He's a big time on pins operator. That's TOPs for those that don't know. And he's rocking a Garmin, which is impressing Tom and I out the gates because it looks flash and it's like, okay, it screams, I'm a running guy or girl.
It screams, I know what I'm doing.
And I noticed as we're out pounding the pavement, all the other runners are like, they're all waving to each other. So Clancy's waving, they're waving back, everyone's waving. What am I noticing on all the wrists? Garmin's. So I'm thinking, if you and I want to get in club,
Yeah, in the community.
we need to start rocking Garmin's, bro.
Well, one of the goals that we've set out for ourselves, many goals, we're a goals-orientated podcast, one of the few, is obviously we want to run a marathon, right? We want to tick that off the list. But what we also want in the quest for marathon is to have a runner wave at us.
But not for podcast reasons.
No, but
for
mean
running
it.
reasons.
We want to run past another runner that we know
and get
be like, "Oi."
get a wave or a nod of like, I respect you.
And technically, I had that yesterday when I ran into Benny Seymour while
But he's
running.
a friend.
He is a friend, but also a runner. I tell you what, I was running up behind him and I was looking at his shoes and I go, fuck, this cunt's a runner. And then as I got up, I go, oh, it's Benny.
He was just going out for a quick 16.
16, dude.
Dude,
I
he's-
was fucking almost dead and I was doing 5Ks. And I'm like, we're talking as we're running. And I'm like, how many are you doing? He's like, oh, just 16. I'm like, fuck me in the arse.
We did a lap with him, me and Casey, and he was doing about 450. He's pretty sharp.
I would have been slowing him. Well, he would have caught up to you guys.
And he did. And you got it when but then we did a whole lap with him. And when you're talking and moving at a brisk pace, it starts to take the air out of you.
When I was running with him and talking, I was like, is it that I've had like a couple of days off with the knee and, you know, I may have had a fucking salmon fritters and a brownie for lunch that's maybe fucking me up here? Or is it that I'm...
And a couple of coffees.
And a couple of coffees and, you know, I was basically shitting my pants 3 days before.
Tom,
Yep.
if those cramps of yours persisted
The tummy cramps I had.
and they started to move to other parts of your body,
Yep.
what is it you do about that?
I'd go to a doctor, or at least I'd consult a medical professional.
Can I tell you the easiest way to do that?
That's what I'd like to know, because the thing is that I don't want to have to go into a bricks and mortar doctor.
Look, your life's been, you know, frustrating for the last 5 days, 6 days.
Yep.
And I want to remove that frustration from your life. Is that okay?
Well, I've got a couple of kids, I've got a wife, and, you know, like, it's hard to maneuver everything. It's like, oh, shit, I got to go to the doctors now because I got tummy aches.
Can a friend help a friend?
Yep.
Go to Pilot, mate. The online men's health portal. Fucking terrific. You speak to a doc online. Thank you very much. If you use the promo code Dribblers, you get your first doctor's consult for free.
Wow.
Now, you tell the doc about your ailments, your predicaments, and go, listen, doc, what can you do for me? Doc is going to send out prescription medication discreetly, Tom, to your door. There you go. Friends helping friends.
What a great deal.
The greatest deal. Backney, Crackney, Sackney,
Jackney,
Jackney.
Fackney, Crackney, Sackney.
pilot.com.au.
We want to get waved at. We want to earn a wave from the community. But I think we were talking about Benny Seymour basically.
Benny Seymour,
keeping a pace that makes you fucked when you're trying to have a yarn. Like Clancy was keeping a pace with you and I that we could maintain a conversation as well as run.
But that's 'cause
I think I was trying to impress Benny as well. Because it's like Benny's a fit guy. You know, me and him obviously played first 15 footy together, sorry. So, like, you know, it's like I want him to remember me how he remembers me as an athlete, but who could run and talk at the same time.
right.
Which I'm not that anymore, you know?
Coach Clancy understands what pace we need. Benny's out there. He's not training us, so he's out there doing his own thing.
Yes.
He was telling me that he's going to Bali to do 80 fucking kilometres or 85 kilometres or some shit. He's training for like Red Bull endurance, maybe it is. It's like a run, kayak, and a bike, maybe somewhere in Cairns. But then he's also doing 80 Ks in Bali. I was like uphill and then downhill and all this sort of shit. I'm like, what sort of pace you looking at? He's like, last night I did 6:15s, but I'm looking to do like 5:45s. I'm like,
Uphill, downhill.
for 80 Ks. You've lost your fucking mind, Benjamin. Lost your mind. Some people are just built different. Mate.
Well, yeah, I know. And we are certainly not built well.
Because he's built well.
Yeah. He's built well. But I mean, maybe you build yourself though. We haven't done any time trying to build ourselves.
No, you can build yourself well. But
we haven't built ourselves.
do I have the mental fortitude to commit to 80 kilometres? Uphill, downhill in Bali doing 5:45s? Nah.
No, definitely not. But also, we're not built for it. But you could build yourself for it.
We're not built for it currently, but you could.
If someone said to you, I'll give you $1 million if you can if you can run 80 Ks, I'd be building myself.
Cash? Tax free?
Yeah, dude, tax free. I don't want the fucking government getting the government. Sorry, shout out Jim Wilson.
Well, I'm not giving a government 45%.
No, dude, not getting the grubby little hands over because that's not $1 million.
Well, then it changes it entirely.
Unless it's $1.4 million or whatever, whatever the fucking tax is, and I get $1 million.
You get $1 million in the hand.
$1 million in the hand. That's what I want, $1 million in the hand. If the government needs their scrape, then you need to pay me whatever the tax is.
Would you do it? Would you do it for $1 million? Train for 85 Ks are the best?
Yeah.
To do 5:45s?
No, I don't want to have a split requirement. I want
There
to
is
be
a
able to-
split requirement.
No, I think it's just okay. Well, how long?
Because then the training's years.
Well, how long's the training got to be?
I don't know.
Well, so we haven't really. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm saying to run a 540. What
I'm saying is that I could run 80Ks for $1 million.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't you think you could?
Depends what time frame it was.
Right. I'm not saying a time frame, Eddie. I'm saying that if you just want to run 80Ks, you could do it.
Well, I'm just trying to have fun with this hypothetical.
No, but you're not having fun because fun is getting paid $1 million to run 80Ks. It's not fun to put fucking constraints on me of splits. Splits are terrifying.
Splits figure out.
Well, uphill, downhill splits.
Yeah.
Flat track bully splits.
I'm a flat track guy.
I can do a flat track bully split because you don't.
100%.
It's not hard.
100%. So punters and dribblers, where are we at on our journey? I think we're 8 weeks out of fish.
I'm concerned for me because I've had to reduce my fucking distances.
Your load.
Yeah. But I'm also a little bit buoyed by the fact that distance doesn't feel like it's the... So like when I fucked out on the 15K, well, what was meant to be 20K, and I only ran 15, it was just my body breaking down. So if I can get my body into a better position...
Well, the guys at the running room think that there's...
They think I can do it.
They think you can... And you know what? If you go out there and just plod, you can do it.
But dude, it's the...
If your knee holds up.
Yeah, it's the knee thing.
If your knee holds up, you can plod to the finish line.
Without
for
a
sure.
doubt. I'll finish it. I might just have to walk.
You can walk parts. Walk, you can break it up.
The problem is just the pain, right? Like the pain in the knee if it keeps going. Like whether because ideally I wouldn't want to like, oh, you run 20Ks, walk 20Ks. How long is it going to take me to walk 20Ks, bro? Like
4 hours.
I can't be doing that shit, bro. I don't want to fucking...
The average walking pace is about 5Ks an hour, so it's 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't want to be 6 hours of a marathon.
That's 6 hours.
That's a long time.
That's a long day in the saddle.
Yeah, it's a huge day.
That's a long day in the saddle.
Yeah.
Especially when your mates finish in fucking 2 hours 50 or something.
I don't know. Eddie, your fucking groins get tight quick, brother. They were tight groins. You struggled on 20. Have you run more than 20 yet?
No, tomorrow.
You doing it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What day is tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, okay. Well, I've got to pound out another 5.
I'm doing another 2 hours on the pins, but I'm going to drop the speed.
Is Coach, are we doing it with Coach?
I haven't talked to Coach. I'll talk to Coach.
I'm obviously only going to be there for 5, but we'll at least do 5 with you.
Talk to Coach. Got a few things. I got to go. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
That just sounds like Eddie dogging me on another run. But
no, it's not. I'm saying like it depends what time. Depends what time you can do it. I got shit on the morning. What time can you do it? Can we do it in the Arvo? Can he do it in the Arvo? Can we all do it in the Arvo?
What's the Arvo look like? What time's the afternoon start technically? Like, is it a midday?
When does it start? When does it finish?
Yeah.
What's it look like?
What's nighttime?
What
Is
are
nighttime
semantics?
just dark or is nighttime sunset? Is sunset night or is sunset sunset? I mean, it's tough. So much to think about. The thing that we do take away from this, though, is that Eddie straight up dogged me. So that's a bad omen for many things. But I had to find out about it from Ben Seymour, a friend. You running with Eddie? No, I'm not, Ben. I'm here in the dark by myself with a gut full of brownie and salmon fritters. Fucking just trying to keep it honest. Did you run in your new shoes?
I haven't got them yet. They haven't called me.
Let's be honest. I have run in my new shoes. They were good. Ons?
Roger Federer's brand.
Yeah, Ons, dude.
Nice.
Ons. Honeycomb, like sort of, I feel like a bit of an Esche in them. Don't you reckon they look a bit Esche?
I don't think so.
I think they look a bit, if like an Esche wanted to run
They look nothing like TNs, put it that way.
If an Esche wanted to run marathons, they're the shoes
He'd
you get.
run in TNs.
Nah, because you can't fucking...
You fucking oath you could. You could run in TNs,
No, you
100%.
can't, bro. No, you can't.
Yes, you could.
We spoke to the boys at Pace Athletic, and unless you're running in Kipchoge's or those other ones that we want to get, the Wispa Nikes,
I'm telling you right now, an Esche had run a marathon in TNs.
he wouldn't finish. Anyway, Ed, so tonight you and I head out to the home of Rugby League, Brookvale Oval. When we talk Rugby League on the podcast, we obviously do it for our good friends at KO, the home of Rugby League in a visual sense. It's where you watch Rugby League. It's where you watch it if you can't go to the games, but we're going to the game. So we will not be enjoying tonight's game on KO, but we'll be at the game with people from KO.
Look, if you can't watch the game on KO,
At least be with people from KO
go to the game with people from KO
and watch it with them.
and make them pay for it and go in a box that's catered. Do that.
Do that.
If you don't watch it on KO. So it's
If
one
you-
or the other, basically.
Basically, if you can't watch it on KO, then that's your only other option.
as far as we're concerned. As far as we're concerned. So, Brookvale tonight.
Manly's team, Ruben Garrick, Pico Secchi they haven't even got a photo of him yet. Morgan Harper, Dylan Walker in the centres. Dylan won a premiership in the centres, so we haven't lost anything there. Also, Pico Secchi will get a hat trick. Alfred Smalley, Secchi and Smalley. I'm fucking huge on our wingers to both score.
I think Pico Secchi is like Colin Matungi's cousin or something like that.
Great.
So he's of the right stock.
He's of the right stock. Alfred Smalley, that's a great name. Smalley and Secchi on the wings. Foreign and Cherry Evans. Oh, you mean premiership winning halves? Cool. Taniela Paseka, Lachlan Croker, Kurt DeLuey, the Frenchman. Bonjour, Kurt. Kurt's a fucking French name as well. Ethan Bullymore, welcome back. Andrew Davey, welcome back. Dude, our starting side's still good to go.
But it gets better.
It gets even better on the bench. James Seguiaro, welcome back, brah. Martin Tapau of Still There fame. I'm still here. Morgan Boyle of Millie's brother. No disrespect to Morgan, but your sister's a Dally M winner.
Correct. And then the great and the powerful Zach Fulton.
Now, I think
Bob Fulton's grandson.
Oh, I'm
fame.
sorry, the mortal progeny? Fuck off.
So, look, the fact that the bookies have got us an 18.5 point underdog is the greatest disgrace I've ever heard in my life. Manly loves it when their back's to the wall.
Yeah.
It'll be a full house tonight, absolutely heaving. The punter and the dribbler will be fucking foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
And Manly 13 plus
Manly
is going to reign
13 plus.
supreme. $21 you get for that tonight.
You know what? And like, not to dip our toes back into negative town, because that's not where we are. It's not what we're about.
We've left that town.
We have. We've left that town. We're on the bus and we're out of that town. We're just about the fucking players and the coach. We're about the fucking boys out there that want to play. We're about the Manly players. Fuck everything else. Support the fucking boys. Manly 13 plus. Support the boys. Des and Ches and everyone beneath.
Just on Zach Fulton, I don't know if you guys are aware, but it's the first time ever that 3 generations of a family have played at the same club.
Tell me that's not a great omen.
What's Zach paying any time try scorer? It's probably juicy.
I would like to think, Tom, that the Rugby League gods who shined so favourably on one of its favourite sons, Bob Fulton.
May he rest.
May he rest in
peacefully
peace.
in the heavens.
But as Bob sits now beside the Rugby League gods.
Yes, well, amongst. Yeah.
Or amongst.
Atop them.
Atop them, if you may. As if they're not sprinkling some magic juju all over the grandson that could, Zach Fulton.
Yeah, it's $7.75, which is absolutely ridiculous. You should be paying at least $50, and I'd be on it. You're right. The Rugby League gods are going, Zach Fulton gets over. Zach Fulton gets over.
Zach Fulton
gets over.
Gets over. There's a lot at stake tonight, Tom. A lot at stake from a finals footy perspective. A 4-point swing, if you will.
Yeah.
The Roosters and the Eagles both equal on about 20-odd Rugby League points. Am I correct? Of course I am. It's just points differential that separates us. So if Manly win, we go 2 points clear. If the Roosters win, they go 2 points clear. Do you understand the 4-point swing?
I'm understanding
analogy?
Yeah, I'm understanding it.
I think that the Chooks tonight are going to get ambushed, to use a Kempism.
Because they basically think they're coming in to pound
they're
a bunch
like,
of...
this is, we're home and O's.
Yeah.
We're going to rock up to Brookvale and get a fucking easy W. That's sort of the rhetoric I'm hearing out of Trent Robinson's mouth.
Yeah.
I'm hearing pushover.
Yeah.
The bookies think pushover.
Yeah.
The club thinks pushover. The Roosters, that is. The players all think pushover. But I'm sorry, we just went through that starting lineup and it is hot to trot. Yeah, there's a couple of boys out there no one's heard of. Yeah, element of surprise, motherfucker. G'day, bruh. You haven't heard of me, but you fucking heard of me now.
You will now, Pico Secchi.
You heard of Pico, mate. You have Pico Secchi on your mind to the day you die. You Roosters boys.
Now, can we just quickly look at the Roosters team? Tedesco, sure, he's all right. Daniel Tupou.
Wow, didn't like his game 3 for him.
Didn't like his game 3. Momirovski.
Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't have him my side.
Manu, not a centre, so he's playing out of position. Suali, overrated. Haven't seen him do much yet. 2 A's, 2 I's. It's a weird name.
Yeah, look, 2 A's, 2 I's. Don't trust it.
2 A's, 2 I's. Don't trust it. Luke Keary,
Look, hasn't played enough footy this year.
Hasn't got enough games under the belt. Sam Walker, what is he, 4 years old? Do we trust in a 4-year-old?
What, you reckon Sam Walker's better than Cherry Evans?
Hey, Sam,
Righto,
get some
bro.
pubes and come back to me, buddy.
Maria Hargraves, he's over the hill, gives away too many penalties. Paseka eats him for breakfast.
Yeah, he's a liability.
Sam Verrills of not
Cheese
a first grader fame.
Cheese taking your spot.
Of clearly not a first grader fame.
Is he going to the Dolphins fame?
I think so, Sam Verrills.
Of not
Or was
wanted
it
at the club fame.
Yeah, of club doesn't want your fame.
Lindsay Collins.
Of one of the Monstars.
next
No, of one of the Monstars from Space Jam.
Yeah, the long-necked one.
Yeah.
The shit one.
Can
The
you get
blue one.
Can you get the Space Jam 1 Monstars up while we quickly go through? Angus Crichton, you're cool.
Well, he's a friend.
He's a friend. We can't attack a friend, but you are missing a part of your finger.
Nat Butcher,
Weak
Andrew
joke.
Davey will cut you in half.
Yeah,
and
sorry,
Victor
Nat.
Radley of
You're English.
hates his country fame.
Yeah, you're English. Connor Watson, you're a Newcastle Knight in sheep's clothing.
Well,
And
he
you're
is.
really hot.
You are hot, and you follow us now. So this isn't a you not following us, you not being hot thing. That's
No.
not it at all.
We are happy you follow us. Like it took you a while, and that's like whatever, because clearly, like it was a decision.
Well, you know my sister, so
Yeah.
I feel like we're sort of family. So
it was a surprise you didn't, and then now you do. So whatever.
and I'm
but
disappointed. However, you reek of Newcastle Knight.
You do.
You cannot get the stench off your mate, and that's just a fact.
It's just what it is. Egan Butcher. Now, Egan, not a name that I acknowledge. It's not a name. It's not a first name.
I believe it's pronounced Egan.
Egan. Okay, Egan Butcher. Is that eggs? Egan Butcher. I don't get it, but I will say this about Egan. He looks like Hellboy without the makeup. He looks like the actor who plays Hellboy.
Which isn't a compliment.
It's not a compliment. It's a comparison.
His name's Egan. So,
Egan looks like Hellboy without makeup.
Drew Hutchinson looks like he takes himself too seriously in that photo.
No, I tell you what it is. And I don't want to speak ill of Drew. I would also like to know, firstly, have you chosen to shorten your name? Or are you Andrew Hutchison? Is his head photoshopped onto that photo?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not, that's not your body, Drew. Andrew. I'm calling him Andrew Hutchison. I'm not calling him Drew. He's Andrew.
Look.
Andrew Hutchison has his head photoshopped onto that body. And Matt Lodge, well, listen. Matt Lodge's body is too big for his head there.
Well,
that's not real.
No.
That's not real.
What you're seeing, Tom, if I can
You will need to put this into the YouTube. Sorry,
if I
Tom
can
Buck.
correct you, is that you're seeing a Drew should be an Andrew and a Matt Lodge have their heads photoshopped onto old bodies.
Yeah.
So they're bodies that have played this season.
Dude,
They
that
can't-
Matt Lodge, that's ridiculous.
they've been
His shoulders
photoshopped
are
on.
so wide.
No, they've been photoshopped.
They've been photoshopped.
They're photoshopped. That's not a good omen for the Chooks.
No, it's really not.
That's just it's not good for them.
No, that's not good. Can't believe the fucking
That
Roosters
one
picked up Matt Lodge.
That is
Well, no.
Lindsay Collins.
Well, maybe that's him. Can you just go to the other ones? I actually think it might be a different one. I've got to watch Space Jam again. Yeah, I think it's the green one, dude.
nah. I don't think so.
Nah,
I think it's the blue one for sure.
I think it's the green.
Nah. Shout out to Space
These
Jam. shout out
photos need to be
Monstars.
better.
Did you ever
Oh,
watch
maybe it is the blue
Did you
one.
ever watch the LeBron one?
No, haven't.
I don't think anyone did.
I don't think it was well loved, well received. But I did hear that, shout out to Simmy P, friend of the show, friend to you and I, his son, who is the same age as Evie, froths it. So I'm like, well, maybe she's not a big...
Froth's the new one.
Yeah.
So maybe it's more of a child thing.
Well, it is a child thing. It's fucking Space Jam.
You could watch Space Jam now.
Yeah, but we watched it as children.
So you're saying because we watched it as children,
Yeah,
we can
dude.
watch it as
Yeah,
adults?
I guarantee you that a lot of people these days wouldn't fucking froth Nintendo 64 because, like kids would, but
Plug
adults,
it in, bruh.
If you were to give an adult now N64, they might not. If they'd never played it when they were young. Do you get what I'm trying to explain here? I'm not doing a good job of it, but I think I'm trying to get a point across.
You're doing an okay job,
Yeah.
but I've seen jobs done better.
Yeah, well, that's shocking that I'm not doing a job well.
I've seen jobs done better. Simple as that.
Warrior, yeah, fuck the rest of the games. I don't care about the rest of the games right now. I'm sorry. It's a manly night.
Random stats guy put up a post this morning that in the past 4 Thursday night fixtures, the underdog has beat the favourite 4 weeks in a row.
See, the star. If you don't think punters and dribblers
Good fucking stat.
that the stars are aligning, You don't get rugby league football.
This is a scene
This
set.
reeks of an underdog victory.
Yeah. This is a scene set for a famous club victory that the players deserve. The players deserve this. The people behind the scenes who fucked this whole thing up, they don't deserve the win, but the players deserve this win because they've...
The players that are playing.
The players that are playing deserve this win because they have been...
Not the players who don't.
The players who are playing deserve this win because they have had... They've been dragged into an absolute shit show of not their own doing. Like they're just and being tarred with this whole fucking like the club's homophobic bullshit is just completely ridiculous. The religion that informs some of these players' decisions has homophobic views. The club does not. The club was poorly trying.
We've been over it.
I know, dude. I'm just fucking, it annoys me so much that the club is like, people are trying to fucking put it on the club. It's ridiculous. Manly 13 plus, underdogs win. Underdogs win.
Underdogs win. If you're not at the game in a box with the heaviest hitters from KO being winded, fucking dined at 69 within an inch of your life.
Yeah, it's a 69.
Been showered head to toe in coin. If that's not an option for you, watch it on KO.
There you go. Underdogs win.
And win well.
And win well. Pico Seki 3 or more.
And Bob Fulton. FTS off the bench.
Zach Fulton, not Bob.
Well, Bob playing through Zach.
Osmosis.
Yes, dude.
Dude, Bob anytime.
Bob anytime,
Bob
dude.
anytime.
Bob anytime. I'm telling you. Bob anytime.
Yeah, Bob anytime.
We saw the fucking great Don Bradman go into Smudge Smith, not even related.
Well, and into me.
And into you.
He was
Are
inside
you telling me Bob's not going into his fucking progeny?
Grandson? Of course
No
he
one.
is.
He's fucking going in, and he's... Look, I'm not going to put him down for FTS. That's
No,
bold.
he's not off the bench. Anytime. ATS, not FTS.
Well,
what's he paying FTS? That's rugby league. Thanks to KO.
punters and dribblers. I don't know if you know, and I didn't know until literally this morning that the Games are on tomorrow. I don't know how... Like, what happened to the Games? The Games used to be a big fucking deal.
Yeah, well, you know what, dude? Maybe it's just the lack of respect or care that anyone has for the Commonwealth generally.
Is this a Commonwealth-based issue? And I'm not shitting on the fucking athletes going over there to rep the nation.
Dude.
Because I can promise you this. When the fucking starting gun goes, baby, my eyes will be on the Games.
Yes.
I had this sort of attitude going into the last Olympics, and I came out of it a different human being.
Yeah.
A proud man that loved his nation.
You loved it going in, but you loved him even more.
I loved it, but I loved it even more coming out. Just seeing Aussie gold draped around the shoulders of proud Australians brought a tear to the eye. I hope to see that here at the Commonwealth Games. All I'm saying, Thomas, is that the lack of promotion around Birmingham 2022 is a little shocking.
I didn't even know it was in Birmingham. I feel like I should have known this, dude.
Can I be honest with you? I thought it was in India. No bullshit.
If someone had asked me, I might have said this. So did I, because that Indian company keeps trying to hit us up.
Yes. That's why we thought it was in India.
Well, I meant to get back to them. We've been getting pounded in the DMs by an Indian TV station, apparently, who want to do something with us. And I can't tell. Well, initially I was like, this is a lie. But the continuation of this perseverance, I'm like, maybe this is real. But I did say we'd have a Zoom with them last Friday. Forgot we're in Byron.
But did she come back to us with like a Zoom link and a time and shit?
No.
So what is this?
Yeah.
Are we getting hoodwinked
Should we
here?
go back one more time just now while we're on air and see like...
Go back and just see what's going on. Get the lay of the land.
Go, hey, we're down to Zoom today.
Are you sure this wasn't the same network that set up the fake IPL league? Maybe they want to get you guys on board.
Good, I want to be on board that.
Yeah.
I want to be in the fake IPL. That'd be fun as fuck.
I would.
I reckon you could be batting in there, Tommy.
Well, no, I definitely could be batting in
I
there.
like that an Indian TV station looking to cover presumably the Commonwealth Games has come to little old Hello Sport.
Yeah.
Gone, who can we talk to? We need a couple of experts, a couple of rusted on analysts that can fucking give the lay of the land here. You know, I can't wait for questions if it goes ahead on what are your thoughts on the 3-on-3 basketball? Well, have you heard of fucking Terry Jones? He's playing well. He's killing it. It'd be funny to go on there and just make everything up.
Yeah. No, that's it. Pretend like we know. So, look, this person, anchor, actress, it seems legit, but I don't get it.
I don't get why we've been asked.
No.
I don't get why an Indian TV station wants to talk to an Australian podcast.
Well, I think they wanted to talk to Australian sports geniuses.
Legends.
Yeah.
Sages. Maybe they're looking for a couple of sages. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Australian sports sages.
But it would have made a lot more sense if we were sending our best athletes to India and they're like, we need to talk to...
That's why I thought it was India. Yeah. I was like, oh, this makes sense.
But to find out that it's now in Birmingham, which I would have remembered given that I do a podcast with a mate of mine named Tom Birmingham.
Yeah. Well, dude, I guarantee you if we get on there, I come from the original people. Like if we
that
get on this
founded
thing,
Birmingham.
Yeah, I'm named after the people. Like my lineage is the people who first named Birmingham.
So in a sense, Tom, if I'm understanding correctly,
I wonder if that's correct. Probably have to.
You are hosting the Commonwealth Games this year. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's me. I wasn't consulted with a lot of it, but I am. It's actually funny. I don't equate my last name with an.
Are you going to do a welcome to Birmingham?
I don't know that I'm the best place to do it, having never been there, but I'll certainly do it if I am asked. The name Birmingham comes from the Old English. It's funny, I've never looked this up. Birmingham, meaning home or settlement of the Birminghas, a tribe or clan whose name literally means Burma's people. And
right.
which may have formed in an early unit of Anglo-Saxon.
That couldn't have been...
Shock horror, look at me, I'm an Anglo-Saxon. I am as white as the fucking snow.
That description couldn't have been more boring.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah, where, Old English for Birmingham.
Yeah.
And the Birmingham people.
Birmingham. Sure, dude. Birmingham's way easy to say. Can we just start with Birmingham? Or Birmingham. I don't care how you pronounce it. I also don't know how to pronounce it.
How long have the Com Games got?
Well, as long as they spin money.
Do you think they're money spinners or do you think they're money pits?
Well, someone's getting paid.
Go to the medal tally for the last Commonwealth Games. Do we usually dominate this sort of thing?
Yeah, so I was...
Don't we come home with like 700 golds and everyone gets a goal?
Shout out to Cody Simpson of...
Wasn't that Bieber?
Probably, but I mean, you get it. He sings.
Well, he's.
No, that's Baby by Bieber.
But you get it.
Yeah. Every second, every day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing you.
I don't even know that one.
I don't know that
I think
song.
it's better. Let's just pretend he sung Baby.
Well, he was always the Diet Coke Bieber.
Yes.
He was the Australian Bieber.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind being him being the Diet Coke Bieber. Or the surfy, muscular, masculine Bieber. Dude, he's a fucking weapon now. Have you seen him?
He's very fuckable.
Dude, to go from being a whoa to making the Australian Commonwealth Games swim team is... I remember seeing an article that Grant Hackett wrote. Grant of, come at me 1,500 metres and maybe 800 metres.
Well, 800 not the Olympics, so forget that.
We'll forget it. Grant was like, even if he's not making, like, he didn't make the Olympic team, but he's made the Australian swim team here, but like, what he has done is actually fucking insane. He's like mid-20s. It's like most swimmers are retiring around that age. To have made it is actually absurd. Obviously, he did have a background in swimming, but like, he bailed on it, went his way around the world.
Yeah, and did it well.
Yeah. Dude, Gigi Hadid and shit.
Miley Cyrus.
This guy's fucking ridiculous.
He went overseas and
look at his body there, the one with the mask.
Yeah.
If you click on the one, thank you. I thought you clicked on it. Look at that thing.
So,
dude, can we blow that up?
Is he from Brisbane?
Goldie, I think.
Goldie.
Dude, look at that body.
That's a bod.
That is a bod, bro. That's what, like, show an alien a human physique.
You show him Cody Simpson.
You show him that physique, dude.
You show him Cody. You show him Cody. He fucking did well. Goes overseas, and fucks Hollywood's best. You know what I mean?
The best the world's got to offer.
He goes, give him here, I'll take care of him. Gets to work.
Befriends the biggest pop stars in the world.
Befriends all of them. And goes, what next? What could I possibly do now?
Music, probably not. If we're being honest, my music's probably not. You know, let's.
Well, maybe my best musical days are behind me.
Maybe, and let's not acknowledge that. Let's look for new goals.
Let's look for new goals. You know
Pretend
what?
like music's on hold.
Fucking oath, it's on hold. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get back in the pool and look at that black line,
Yeah, dude.
or red line, or blue line, or whatever line.
I think it's a black line.
I think it's black. Not only he does that, right? He gets bodied up to within an inch of his life.
Rigged up.
But then he goes into the Australian swimming team setup and goes, where's your Golden Girls at? And starts bedding them.
Well, I think he settled down with our greatest ever Olympian, Eddie.
That's what I mean. He would have gone in there and turned heads. And no offense to the boys in there.
Well,
this isn't about you.
Well, no, but you're not Cody fucking
But you're not
Simpson.
Cody Simpson.
The
day he walked in there, bodied up, singing, and started dropping all the panties.
Well, the Speedos. All the togs.
Once
Togs
the togs dropped.
Togs slipped off.
Dude, togs have never slipped off quicker. Speedo was scratching their head going, these weren't supposed to slip off.
These are slip proof. Not when you've got a fucking shirtless Cody Walker.
Yeah.
Cody fucking, what's his name? Not Walker.
Simpson.
Simpson and Birmingham.
So we've got a Simpson at
Birmingham. This cunt wins gold.
If he doesn't win gold, I'm not here.
Nah,
a Simpson in Birmingham who's just slipped the togs of the fucking nation off.
Yeah.
Slipped them off.
Oh. They're slipping, dude. And it looks like he's hogged up just from that photo.
Yeah.
Like, I can see the outline of a piece there.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
yeah.
of course. Not to objectify him, but that's a fucking dick, I think.
Yeah.
I think you can see a dick underneath those pants.
I think so. I think so, Tom. I think so. I tell you what.
Dave, yeah, there's a dick there.
Yeah.
Dave's found us a dick.
Yeah, Dave's found a dick. Dave's found us a dick. Look at him and Emma there, looking like they're loved up. Is that Emma?
Is that her?
Who's that?
No, that was when he was dating some Belgian model, Marlo Stevens.
See, he's busy.
Well, that was before Emma.
That
That's
was in
all right.
2021.
Well, that was a while ago.
Not that long
Well,
ago.
that was long enough.
In swimming terms, I
Swimming
suppose.
terms, mate. I mean, they're living their lives at a point, something of a second at a time. 2021 is a lifetime ago, like dog years. You know what I mean? Swimmers' years. That's another career.
Cody Simpson. He will win gold for the nation. I'd be shocked if he doesn't.
Oh, who's the Belgian model? Can we get a fucking better shot than that? Sorry that it broke down, but I think Cody and our golden girl, it was important. Holy shit. Yeah, right. Well, good for him. Good for him. I wouldn't mind getting Cody on the pod.
I wouldn't mind getting Cody on the pod. I wouldn't. Like, well, he must have a tidy fucking resume.
Well, yes, Eddie. I would assume with a bod like that and a voice like that.
Based on, because what I'm just off the top of it, we've got a Gigi Hadid, a Miley Cyrus, a Belgian model, and Australia's greatest ever fucking Olympian.
Plus, he was, after he finished being a pop star and before he started swimming, like, seriously, for about 4 years, he was a model for, like, all these different, like, he was part of a Bonds campaign. He was part of bloody, like, Prince Neptune, something random. He was a model everywhere.
Was he in like
the
a
face of a
Gucci
Maya
or
campaign.
some shit? Or is it Armani? Or Dolce and Gabbana? Dolce and Gabbana. Fucking shout out to Fergie just doing the damn thing.
She's been doing the damn thing.
She's been
bro.
in my fucking
Oh,
brain
fuck yeah,
for a
bro.
couple of weeks, to be honest, Fergie. And her
Wait
tracks.
for Jack Harlow to remix that one.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Gucci
She
and
got
Gabbana.
me spending.
spending all my money on it and spending time on it.
Okay. Singing podcast, though. We've been in a singing mood. We also
have,
got
dude.
about JoJo and about even.
Shout out to JoJo. Shout out for dribblers putting JoJo into the punters and
Yeah, we
dribblers. It was a
appreciate
nice
that.
change of pace, I think.
I think the page needed it.
Well, I think the page needed it. It was a nice line in the sand to say we're putting this manly shit behind us, and
Punters
it's
and dribblers
all
pages, yeah.
time for us to unite under one common love,
And that's JoJo.
And that's JoJo.
Yeah.
JoJo will get you out of bed. It'll improve she'll improve your mood.
Yeah.
She'll get you feeling things, moving your hips.
Yeah.
Smile. JoJo will get you smiling.
Get you smiling. And you know what else will get you smiling? Cody Walker.
Simpson.
Fuck!
Cody Simpson winning gold
Cody
for
Simpson
the
winning
nation.
gold for the nation with that big bronzed hog of his. Congratulations, Cody. Hope to see you on the podcast soon, brah.
Now, Dior Dave, can you please go back to the medal tally for the previous games? I just want to see where Australia stacks up and what
Dude,
my
I think you got it up, and
expectations.
I think we humped the fuck out of everyone.
I just want
Yeah.
to see what my expectations need to be, Thomas, if you don't mind, because my expectations generally are rather high.
Now, we got that Games medal tally
Yep.
for young Edward Simpson.
I need to run an eye over things. Look, I mean, fucking oath, cunt.
Dude,
Where was this last time? Oh, host nation. Do we have the Games
This was
last
Gold
time?
Coast, I think. Yeah, Gold Coast.
2018.
See,
I mean, you just
Do
don't
you
know.
remember that?
No, I don't remember that, Eddie. It wasn't that long
Australia,
ago.
80. I'll give you the lay of the land, punters and dribblers. Australia won 198 medals. The Poms only won 136. Fucking losers. They came
They
second.
got 50 million people in their country.
We got 80 golds. They got 45.
India, of a billion people fame, got 26 goals.
26 golds.
Out of a
Weak as
billion
piss.
humans.
New Zealand came fifth. Beat South Africa, Wales, Scotland.
Dude, so between you and us, we got, what did we get, 95 goals?
You and I.
As in
yeah,
Australians, yeah,
95
95
goals.
goals.
Yeah. That's the math. Math checks out. 95
So,
goals.
do you want to hear some stats while we're here? So,
Yep.
Australia has placed first at 13 out of the 21 games.
Oh, so this is our game.
Yeah.
This is so.
Okay, this
and
is why it keeps going.
Compare that with the next best, England, who had 7.
Losers.
We've been in the top 3 for all Commonwealth Games except the first games in 1930.
We were just a young kid.
We were 30 years in a federation, bro. What are we talking about? We barely had fucking electricity.
Don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
Didn't have cars.
No.
No
It was all-
running
It was
water.
candlelight.
They were good years, though.
They were good years.
And here you
Dapple
can see. So this little yellow column here is the placings.
Yeah.
So we've come first every year since 1982, besides 2 times.
Shout out to 1998
They were
Kuala
both in
Lumpur,
Scotland.
where I believe a young Ian Thorpe started getting into his work.
Oh, you know what? That was what I was about to say.
I think that was the birth of the great and the powerful Ian Thorpe.
It was also my first exposure to Kuala Lumpur as a place on this planet.
Yeah. KL, Tom, for
Yeah.
those in the know.
Yeah.
Look, Kieran Perkins, Susie O'Neill, they were good years.
They were good years.
They were good, honest years. Flag bearing at the opening.
Australian exceptionalism.
100%. Fresh off the back of Atlanta, where Kieran Perkins, from lane 8, no less, scrapes by the skin of his fucking sack, Tom, into the final of the 1500, and from the outside lane gets the job done.
Yeah.
Spanks the Yanks
Spanks the Yanks.
and takes gold home for the nation. So to see him be the fucking flag bearer, I think's a nice touch.
yeah, it's a lovely touch.
Kuala Lumpur, 1998. I think Ian Thorpe's 15 there, Tom. Rocking a size 15 foot
Yeah. Foot bigger than the man at that age.
at that age.
And
that
also,
age.
just a little another side note, in all but one of the 18 Commonwealth Games, the Australian flag bearer has gone on to win a gold.
Our flag bearer this time is Eddy Ockenden.
Yep, from the Kookaburras.
Eddie Ockenden of Tasmanian fame, of Nicola, my mother-in-law. They're like family.
Shock horror,
Essentially.
Tasmanians are family.
So I'm
Shock
going to
horror.
fucking, through my inbred mother-in-law, claim Eddie Ockenden as our
A
own.
family member. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
he's a friend of the show.
No,
now.
he's a friend of the show. Eddie Ockenden of family, friend of the show fame. And Eddie's,
He's
Eddie's
married in.
His inbred mother-in-law.
Yeah. Well, she's from Tassie. So.
Yeah, so it's just, it goes out saying, well, I think that's our Common Games segment, isn't it?
Yeah, finish on inbreeding.
Let's finish on inbreeding because, I mean, what's more Australian than fucking your relative? Well, Tasmania.
Well, what's more Tasmanian
Tasmania.
than fucking your sister?
We'll leave you with that thought, punters and dribbles, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?